Welcome to the Flutterbook project. In this lesson, we'll be learning how to bind our Flutterbook. If this is your first time making a book, don't worry. Now, as with any art project, you'll need some supplies to get started. We'll need 8 sheets of paper, plus 1 additional sheet for our cover, some scissors, a glue stick, and a ruler. Start by taking 1 sheet of paper, make sure it's oriented as a landscape, and fold that piece of paper in half. We'll need to do that 8 times in order to create our 8 pages for this Flutterbook. Now that you have your 8 pages folded, take one of those pages, make sure the closed side is on your left, the open side is on your right. Take out your glue stick and apply glue to the right edge of that piece of paper on the open side. Then we're going to take another one of our pages and lay that on top of this page, lining up the edges. Our glue binds these 2 pages together and creates an accordion shape. We will follow this exact same process with every page in our book. Page first, glue down the right side, next sheet on top, line up the edges. After you've done this, you can put a heavy object on top of these pages as the glue sets. Wait about 5 to 10 minutes before moving forward. You've now completed all the pages of your book. You could stop here and just use these bound pages in what's called an accordion fold, but I want to give you some instruction on how we can create a cover, making this into a Flutterbook. Open up the pages of your book, as we'll need to measure for our cover. The cover of our book has to be a bit larger than the pages. We want there to be a bit of an overhang and also a spine down the middle of the book. When you look at most books, you'll notice that the cover overhangs the edge of the pages just slightly. Measure the width of your pages using your ruler. We'll take this measurement and we'll add 3/4 of an inch for the width of our cover. Basically, if our pages are 14 inches wide, our cover will need to be 14 inches and 3/4 of an inch. Here's how that breaks down. An overhang on each side and a spine down the middle, all equaling 1/4 of an inch. Pause this video while you make your measurements. Remember to add that 3/4 of an extra inch. If you don't have a ruler handy, you can just eyeball this. Half of your thumb will equal about 3/4 of an inch. Now that we've measured our width, we want to take care of our height. In this example, our pages are 9 inches high, and I want to add 1/2 of an inch to the height of the book. 1/4 of an inch overhang on the top and the bottom. In the video, I've measured 14 3/4 inches, and I draw a line, and then 9 1/2 inches. I take my scissors and I cut this out. I'm using a cardboard paper or a cardstock. Now that you have the dimensions of your cover, cut that rectangle out. I recommend using thicker paper for the cover of your book. With your cutout cover sheet sitting in front of you, let's now fold for the spine of our book. Take the left edge of your cover and fold it over until you're 1/4 of an inch from the right edge of your paper. Press down on the folded side to create a crease. This crease will be 1 fold in the spine of your book. Open your cover back up. You should see 1 crease down the middle of your cover. Now let's take the right edge and fold it 1/4 of an inch from the left edge. Push down on the fold to make a crease. Once you unfold that, you'll see now the 2 lines of your spine. Great progress to get to this point. You're almost there. We've now created the cover. We've folded for the spine. We have our pages, but we need to put these things together. Let's start by inserting our pages back into the spine of our cover. we're going to apply glue to the right top page and fold our cover over, lining up the edges so we make sure that our cover is aligned front cover over back cover. We're going to apply those same steps to the back page. Now that you've finished your front cover, let's go ahead and glue our back cover on. Turn our pages over, apply glue to the outside edge, and then fold that book cover over, making sure we line up our edges. Always put glue on the pages and not the cover. Put a weight on top to allow it to dry for about 5 or 10 minutes. Once that's dry, we have a book. Check this out. It looks great. Congratulations! You've created a Flutter book, perhaps your first. Really proud of you. Remember, the wonderful thing about a video is you can go back to any portion of the step and re-watch, so feel free to go back in the video and pause when you need to. We hope this Flutter book project has sparked your creativity, and I just want to say thank you for joining us today on behalf of ArtSpark Texas.